Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm podcast. My name is Jay DeRozier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, well, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
What's going on? My name is Jay DeRozier. Welcome to another episode of the Serious Sarcasm podcast here on the Jay DeRozier Media Network. As we always join every episode and intro every episode, we want to give a shout out to the podcast Dr. Phil.
What up?
How you doing today, man?
Happy Friday, bro.
Happy Friday.
Happy to be here. Great episode last week, man. I'm still cracking up over that.
Bone, joy, and harmony.
Still cracking up.
That bit really get out. But anyways, y'all, we have a bit of a different type of episode for you guys. Usually our episodes are usually current events and we react to it in a sarcastic manner. This episode is a little bit different. We're going to talk about things that's really going on in everyday life. Not really current events about celebrities, but this is more so an episode about us, regular people who live normal day lives, who are in the, for lack of a better term, the rat race, right?
We recorded this episode in December of 2023. Just kidding.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just kidding.
But the first topic of this episode, before we begin, I do want to say this.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you very much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let your good friend know how great this show is. Let your good friend know, hey man, you probably would like this show.
Props to you though. You got several videos that are going viral on different outlets. That's how you know you got something, because sometimes you may just have like a fluke and maybe one video goes viral on like one outlet.
Yep.
You've got several videos on several different outlets that are all going viral. So definitely props to you. That means you definitely got something going on. So if you are watching this for the first time, welcome. And if you're not watching this for the first time, you already know what it is. Stick around, baby.
This is for those who keep hating, by the way.
Hey, hate watching is great. Comment below how much you hate Jay's shirt.
Oh, you can't hate TLC, boy. I'm wearing a TLC shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You're pandering, bro.
Hey, where everything I love? I know everybody got a crush on a Left Eye and Chili, right?
No, T-Balls is my favorite.
T-Balls was a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
T-Balls was a cutie. I seen Belly. Everybody,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, T-Balls.
Tasha was fine too. Don't get me wrong, and Belly, but.
Yeah, T-Balls was my jam.
By the way, they went to Africa in Belly. Just Africa. Remember in Belly? Nas, DMX?
Yeah.
They just went to Africa. No city in Africa, just Africa.
Oh, like Africa is a city.
Like Africa's the city they went to, my nigga. Yeah, we gonna go to Africa. Nigga, what?
Africa's like 5 times the size of the United States.
Also, one of these days, we gonna have a true conversation about a lot of hood movies.
We should.
Versus, the white cult classic movies.
We should rank them.
Like we're gonna have a comparison debate, like Belly versus the Warriors.
Shotas.
Or like Shotas versus that's another thing too. People be like, yo, a lot of movies are bad movies. Like black people movies are bad movies. I'm like, white people movies are bad movies. I just call them cult classics.
It's also because they're underfunded. The black movies are underfunded.
This is true, but white people be having bad movies too, but they keep calling them cult classics. I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that.
Yep, like Donnie Darko. That movie was bad.
Oh, fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. You know the movie was bad?
What?
What's the movie with the dude from Friday Night Lights?
Tokyo Drift?
No, John something.
What else was he in?
I just remember him from Friday Night Lights, and he was in that Disney movie. It was called John something. I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh, John Carter.
Yeah, that movie was awful.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, granted, the effects were great in the movie. The CGI, all that other shit, practical effects, all that shit was great. The movie was just terrible.
I mean, he redeemed himself with the Battleship movie.
He did. He's not a bad actor. That's the worst part about it. But anyways, y'all, let's get it's an actual episode. First topic of the episode we're gonna talk about is AI dating.
Ooh.
So
I'm all for it.
Do you know what I'm talking about with this AI thing?
I mean, how physical do you want to get? Because we already have sex dolls, and later on they're going to put some chips in them to where they'll be autonomous.
Well, we already going on that slippery slope already with Instagram saying that they're making AI generated profiles already.
I heard. What the F?
And a lot of the profiles that people have been like, exposing and posting on social media to be like, oh, this is an AI generated profile. It's a lot of black faces on these profiles.
Well, what are they exposing though?
Like they're just exposing like, oh, this profile's not real. That's an AI. That's an AI. That's an AI. What's the difference between an AI generated profile and a bot?
So a bot has predetermined responses, and AI actually thinks about what it's going to say to a point,
right?
Based, rooted in parameters, but a bot just has predetermined responses based off of other responses. Like now, AI will give you different responses even if you ask the same question if you ask it in a different way.
Right. So
AI is somewhat intelligent, even though someone told me before that made sense. You can't be artificial and intelligent. Right.
But here's the thing too. A lot of people using AI to even build like their dating profiles as well.
Smart move.
Like, I'm not against that. Because some of you people are as freaking deep as a freaking puddle, bro. Like, okay. It's time to talk about Jay's dating history.
Oh Lord.
All right. So let me talk about my dating history. All right. So I've been on dating apps, whether it be Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, these dating apps.
Grindr, right?
Grindr, hey yo, chill.
What?
Hey,
That's a dating app.
I'm not about that life. And it's not my life. But I will say this about Hinge specifically. I'm starting to think a lot of you women have dating profiles that were made from AI. Phil, you want me to explain why?
Why?
Because when you go on Hinge, bro, you see a lot of women say the same thing. Oh, things I like to do. They just put travel.
Travel where?
Just travel. I'm like, where do you want to go? Like, what's a bucket list thing you want to, like, I'm not swiping right if you're just telling me travel. Like, if you want to travel, we can travel down the street to go to freaking Publix and get a pub sub, girl.
Right?
That's traveling. Or, oh man, what's one of them? Yo, this one I keep seeing on Hinge and it freaking irks me, bro. Like it irks. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna go on my Hinge profile right now while I'm on the show. I'm gonna go on my Hinge profile right now, and I guarantee I'll see a woman with it right now.
See, I haven't been on a dating app in 16 years, so I don't.
Look, I'm gonna go on my Hinge profile. Look, I'm on my Hinge profile. I'm gonna show the camera. I'm on my Hinge profile right now.
Is that a dick?
Hint, subscribe to get through. And I'm not paying for Hinge, bro. I'm not paying for Hinge. Kiss my black ass. All right, look. Okay, no. Okay, I just said something about traveling. The next girl I seen, she got a picture of, just her passport. Yo.
You found it?
No. Look, Phil, can you show this profile?
I can't. All right,
right there, that's perfect. Look. Yeah. Her first picture's a passport, right?
Yeah. Traveling.
An elephant, a dog. What is that? A restaurant?
Looks like.
Oh no, it's drinks at a dinner table, right? You keep scrolling. She went to Florida A&M, and then you just see a beach. There's no picture of the actual woman who wants to be courted here.
Well, because she's fat.
Okay, that's kind of fucked up.
Well,
that's kind of fucked up.
I'm fat too. So what do you talk? What?
Phil, you big boned. I'm joking.
Dinosaurs were big bones. I'm fat.
But no, the thing I'm talking about with some of these dating apps, I'm literally scrolling and Xing everybody while I'm on this podcast at the same time. Talk about doing two things at one time. But a lot of these women just seriously post the same thing on their profile and think they're gonna get a like. I mean, granted, guys do the same thing. I hear this shit all the time.
Pull your phone down because it's auto focusing off of your face.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So the reason why it's frustrating, I think AI is like starting to make these women's profiles, a lot of people's profiles, is because you'll match with somebody and you'll start talking to them, and then you're like, yo, you're saying the same corny thing that the last girl said. Like I think all Taylor Swift fans, their dating profiles are AI or AIs.
I see it as, so I see both ways. I see as it can be a hindrance
you see both ways. Hey yo, hey my man, what you mean by that?
But I see it as a negative because it eliminates any type of personality for people because since this newer generation, I'm not saying you, I'm thinking about the younger Gen Zers, they have no social skills outside of online.
They don't. They really don't.
And so when you meet in person, finally, the person can be the best talker on the internet. They can text you the most witty, great things. But when you actually meet in person, there's no chemistry.
Yeah, like a box cutter got more personality than them.
Yeah, so I see how AI influencing that can hurt people. But on the flip side, when you first introed it, I do see the positives in it because if we had sex robots that could speak and think and all that stuff, I think so many of the world's problems would go away. Honestly.
Nah, but the thing is about this AI thing, I think it's starting to look kind of, it's been scary already, but it's starting to look kind of scary if you need to use AI to get a date. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the people, my thing is with all the people in the world, someone's going to love you and like you for who you are. Straight up. Like in my situation, Trey, who is my co-host on Fupas and Flapjacks, another show on the Jada Rozier Media Network.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe. New episodes every Monday of the Fupas and Flapjacks podcast. Trey has this notion where like Jay gets all the girls, right? If you're in my shoes, you know, I guess if you look at it from Trey's eyes, I'm getting girls left and right. But I still think there's a woman or a man for there's a person for you every step of the way, bro. There's a person to help you grow as a human. There's a person to give you heartbreak. There's a person to give you sex. There's a person to give you love. And there's a person to give you your forever.
And just make sure none of them meet.
That part. Because sometimes if two of them meet, it's hell have no fury like a woman scorn.
Right.
But nah, it's weird that we need to depend on technology just for us to even meet new people. Literally, I can go out and meet a new person left and right. Like, I suffer from social anxiety from time to time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when I finally talk myself out of it and I finally get out of my shell and then start talking to people, I get to meet new people. I get to meet new women. I get to meet just people that be like, yo, man, I watch your podcast, man. I'm a big fan. I had somebody the other day stop me in public. Was like, hey, man, are you the Fupa dude? I'm like, yeah, I'm the Fupa dude. Yeah, I'm the Fupa dude. And he told me straight up, he was like, yo, man, I like your show. You and your boy doing great things. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of gave me like a social anxiety because I don't know how. That's one of my first times I've ever experienced that.
Bro, Jay, let me just tell you, just wait. Because I was on radio for almost 10 years, right? Uh-huh. And I'd be telling personal stories on radio, not even thinking about it, you know? And then I'd be in Publix or whatever, public just in general. And somebody asked me a personal question that I forgot that I talked about. Mm-hmm. And then it freaks you out because you're like, well, who are you and how do you know this?
Right.
But then you gotta realize I've divulged 10 years of my life on the air. So it'll happen to you.
Yes. That's why I'm at the point right now. I'm like, yo, I mean, granted, people don't have that luxury that I have with, you know, meeting people because obviously I'm not outside, but you know, like I'm able to reach.
But dude, I still think you're seeing this on a small scale because I think in the future, I think what these big companies are thinking of, they're not thinking of public interactions. They want everybody to be online. So the whole dating thing will be a bunch of long distance relationships that you live virtually. You have your own custom avatar that your date or your virtual boyfriend and girlfriend doesn't even know the real you.
But they're basically doing that already with like The Sims.
Yes, and then I get to drown my sim.
Oh my Jesus!
What all you have to do is take away the ladder in the pool, and then. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. But you don't think life will be easier when it comes to dating and relationships if we had AI assisting? Because just think of all the incels out here, right? All the crazy incels who spew all the red pill talk that about hate women because they can't get laid, right? You don't want AI to help them mask themselves. You want AI to help them jack off so they can shut the fuck up.
But they would use AI to mask themselves. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying like
people like that would use AI to mask themselves.
But I'm saying like if we had the robots, they wouldn't because they wouldn't need to.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So kind of a double-edged sword.
But I'm talking about the people who probably using AI to like, okay, yo, she asked me this question. Let me put it into Chat GPT or whatever and try to formulate a thought-provoking answer that makes her think I'm deeper than what I am.
Oh, I do that with arguments with my wife.
You're joking.
Nope.
Oh, Jesus, that's fucking hilarious.
Nope.
But that's what I'm saying. Like people who are using it for that, I think that's the slippery slope that we're going down. Because if you got to mask yourself so you can court a guy, well, have a guy court you, or a guy can court a woman, it's like, yeah, by the first date, I'm gonna realize that you're a piece of shit or you full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But Jay, we all lie. Dating profiles are all lies.
My dating profile ain't a lie.
Okay. That's you.
There's not one lie on my dating profile, I kid you not.
But you have to present the best version of yourselves, and AI isn't necessarily lying. It's just enhancing or maybe embellishing a little bit.
Listen, the worst thing on my dating profile is that I got my dangly cross earrings in
You
it.
got your what?
My hoop earrings with the cross on it.
Okay.
That's the worst thing about my dating
I
profile.
thought you said you're dingling. Why is your dingling on your
Why would I put my
profile?
ding? They would have kicked me off a Hinge before I even even saved the profile.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even confirmed my email, they would have kicked me off that profile.
Jesus.
But anyways, next topic we want to talk about though is the standoff that's going on right now, and it's been going on since COVID. It's been like 4 years now. Well, 5 now because we're in 2025.
What, sit or stand?
No, the work from home versus the return to office people. Phil, what do you think about this? Because you told me you may not see eye to eye with me on this. I want to see what you think about this.
Okay, so someone who currently works from home,
Right.
I work from home, and then I come here, it's really difficult to do my job efficiently with the amount of workload that I have if I am at home, because I have so many other elements that are interfering and distracting. And because even when I worked overnight, I thought overnight was awful because I would come home during the day and I'm still expected to do all of those things that I'm expected to do if I was off. And I feel like a lot of people who do work from home, they're still expected to do those things even though they're at work. And I feel that some people don't get the real amount of respect that they are working from home, whether it be from other coworkers or their job, because they assuming that they're doing something else they're not supposed to do. Now, I do like working from home. I'm not complaining. I just feel like that I'm not working to my fullest potential because I'm at home. Like it's almost like the gym thing. Like people who have a lot of home gym equipment, they don't use it.
Yeah.
They rather go to the gym. Even though it's there and it's convenient, they still feel like they get a better workout when they're not physically at home around all the distractions.
Okay, I can understand that. I am on the other end of the spectrum on that one.
Okay.
Let me explain why. I think the whole forcing people to go back to the office is killing a lot of productivity. But as a business owner, or I guess a corporate business owner, if I can get 80% of your full productivity, right, on a consistent basis, and you're working from home, which means I don't have to pay overhead on the office, which means I don't have to pay overhead on like running a building or anything like that, and I can save that money there, I do it. I'll tell you I have to stay home. I'll probably open a smaller office as just an HR center, or I guess HR and like training center, like a smaller area.
I agree with that. I agree that it depends on career wise, like what the job.
It definitely depends on the career.
is.
You're right. It definitely depends on the career. You're 100% right on that part.
Because like when I don't like getting customer service when someone's working from home. Like I can hear their kid crying in the background. I can hear them cooking on the stove.
You got people with stupid reasons why they can't work from home, like return back to the office. Like my plant has separation anxiety or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get health insurance. I don't care about your freaking, you're boiling eggs right now.
Yeah. Or you'll get, like I've seen a couple of people who now are quitting their job after they've returned back to the office because they became kind of like the workplace influencers, the people who just make skits at work. You know what I'm saying? And they've gotten so popular over that they quit their job.
Well, I heard about this solution, and I don't know how you feel about it. I think I disagree with it, but so companies who have gone back to the mandatory attendance, they do offer people to do work from home, but at a 20% pay cut.
I've seen that. I think I disagree with that. I think that's kind of stupid. But I've seen that in the people who, like the companies who kind of meet employees halfway and do the hybrid, where they're like 3 days in the office, 2 days at home.
Yeah.
I've seen those a lot often than the 20% cuts, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it also depends on salary too.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Because some jobs, like if you're in like a high pressure sales job, obviously you got to be in office, I think.
Yep.
But like if you are tech support or something like that, you don't really need to be there unless you're physically fixing something, you know, or if you're giving, I don't know. It all depends. Like if you're a marketer, you don't need to be in a building. You can work from home.
No, you don't.
You know, all you just need is an internet access, and yeah, I don't know, man. That's such a weird gray area when it comes to that, because I know so many people who do slack off when because there's a meme online where you see people, oh, you're in a Zoom meeting and they're like asleep, and then they go, oh yeah, I'm here, and then or they're not wearing any pants.
Yep. Or like the people who, like, I think if you work in a call center, you don't need to be at a call center. You could be working from home. Like if I'm talking to, I will say this though. The only thing that kind of bothers me with the work from home thing is if like I'm calling my bank and talk to like the fraud department. Like I'll be real with you, I should not be hearing you watching Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift in the background.
Yeah, or taking a dump.
Or taking a dump, exactly.
Because you can hear the echo in the bathroom.
Yeah, definitely. I was on the phone with some lady. I'm not gonna say what bank I bank with, but I was on the phone with this lady, and I can literally hear her fucking frying her damn chuletas in the background.
Exactly. See,
I can literally hear. I can hear the. I can literally hear that in the background.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yep.
You know, they go at the end of the phone call. They're like, hey, if you know, I did a great job, you know, lead the survey. I literally put in the survey. I'm like, it sounded like Shorty was cooking. And sure enough, like her boss called me maybe like 2 days later, was like, yeah, we confirmed she was cooking. She was cooking for her kid. They came home early from school. I was like, okay, I'll give her some slack then. I'll give her some slack.
Yeah, but I also understand. I also understand because the workforce is super stressful.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole etiquette being at work is toxic too. There's a lot of toxic work environments.
Yeah.
So I also agree with working at home, but I'm just saying it depends on the job description.
Okay, we found a middle ground on that one. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, it's a little bit of an identity crisis in a sense. Like a lot of companies don't know what they want to do with that, whether they want people to stay home or be in office. It's
because they don't know how to appease their shareholders.
Damn, you beat me to it. Damn it, you beat me to it. You cut me off and beat me to it, bro.
My bad, bro. I can cut this.
No, that's all right. It's a great point though. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Whether it's the insurance companies, they don't know how to, please their shareholders. What I'm saying, let me free Luigi. But they don't know how to please their shareholders. It's like you said, the marketers. It's people in call centers. You know what I'm saying? It's a never ending crisis with this work from home versus back in the office situation.
Yep.
It's gonna be a forever war at this point.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of forever war and identity crisis as well, let's talk about social media's identity crisis as a whole. Phil, have you seen lately, when you look on social media, you have like Instagram trying to be TikTok, and then you got X trying to be Instagram, and then you have YouTube pushing more of an algorithm that's similar to compete with TikTok. Like, what's going on with social media, bro?
It's because you already said it. They all were trying to compete with TikTok.
And they all were failing to the point where now TikTok is probably, by the time this episode airs, TikTok will probably be banned by then.
Yeah.
Right? Because this episode should air tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 18th, correct?
Yeah. So we got one more day after that.
Yeah. So, TikTok is probably going to be done by the time, we start posting the little short clips of this episode. So it's crazy to me that one little app that's not Chinese based, by the way, which is crazy to me that people keep saying that it's Chinese.
Singapore.
It's Singapore, bro. Like, how fucking ignorant are Americans, bro?
Very.
It's so fucking.
Look at our president.
Yeah, like so fucking ignorant, bro. It's not a Chinese based company. It's from fucking Singapore, dog.
China.
Anyways, but it's crazy to me that a app like this that costs so much of an uproar in the sense of it's giving so many people voices. I think TikTok alone has made more millionaires than any other industry at this point.
I agree with you.
Like, am I wrong for thinking that?
No, man. Think of how many local businesses TikTok has saved too.
Shit, the freaking wing spot that like over in Orlando, it's like on South Orange Avenue, whatever the case is. They blew up because they posted their fries with Jodeci playing in the background, and they went from like 500 followers to I think 500,000 in like 2 days.
Yeah,
Because of that one that one TikTok clip.
and that's why Facebook and Instagram were hating, because they would intentionally suppress these businesses so they can pay for advertising.
Exactly. And then TikTok was like, nah, go ahead, do your thing.
Yep.
And now it blew up.
Yep.
And now everybody wants a piece of the pie, and it's too late because now TikTok is so far removed. TikTok is so much bigger than all these other social media websites. Granted, I know YouTube doesn't count as social media, but technically it is.
Do you remember when TikTok was called Musical.ly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the logo pretty much looked the exact same. It was like more of a music note rather than a music note with a T at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the top, I should say. Top.
It was all this lip sync
Yeah.
speed videos.
And that's back when like TikTok or Musical.ly and Thriller were going back and forth about who was the better, lip syncing app. And then, they rebranded TikTok and blew it out the water.
Yep.
So I do think it's a little bit interesting that we're getting to the point now with that, especially to be honest with you, I think the only social media website that's really having an identity crisis is X. Because it's trying to be everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. I don't use it.
Well, it's the fact of like all these, like you kind of mentioned it when we compared all these websites or these social media platforms to TikTok. All of them are losing the essence of why they were originally made, and that's what's making it feel weird. It's kind of like similar to rap music, right? Mm-hmm. Every rapper sounds the same. No rapper has their own style. Everybody has the same flow. They talk about the same things, yada, 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 yada. Back when I was growing up, or you were growing up too, Phil, like we had
stories.
We had conscious rap if you want to listen to Common and Talib Kweli. We had the club bangers if you want to listen to like Little John and the East Side Boys. We had
DMX.
We had, that gutter shit if you want to listen to a DMX, 8-Ball MJG, Jadakiss and the Locks. Like, if you want to listen to like the superstar rapper, you had a Snoop Dogg, you had a Jay-Z, you had a Nas, you had a Outkast, Andre 3000. If you want to listen to that, that gutter down south shit, you had a Pastor Troy, a Trick Daddy. And all these dudes didn't sound the same.
Yep.
And I think that's what is happening with social media, is that everybody is trying to be, let's copy this one app because they're doing it, so let's just copy them. And it's kind of fucking it up. And that's why a lot of these social media apps are failing, similar to how the music industry is failing right now.
I agree with you, bro.
You like that correlation I did? Yeah.
Perfect,
yeah.
man. You're a radio pro, bro. That's a skill, man.
I'm a little, I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Segues, man.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of segues, man, it's about to unsubscribe. Let's talk about let's talk about the subscription apocalypse, more or less. So, is it me or everything is becoming a subscription service now?
My God, dude.
Right?
Let me give some people advice. Do not ever use the Rocket app.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, guess. How much you think a month I have in subscriptions? Just guess. How much you think I spend a month? And this is everything. This is everything.
Oh, is everything probably at least over a G?
No, not that much.
Okay, like 600.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of money, though.
And like, it's shit that I don't even use. Who the hell pays for stars?
Yeah, power is over. There's no reason to use stars anymore.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the F? So everything is a damn subscription. Pretty soon our food. Oh, you want this banana? Subscribe.
Sooner or later you're gonna have to subscribe to even use your freaking toaster.
Exactly.
Like at this point.
Well, you saw that they're going to be doing that with the cars. Right? Mm-hmm. Did you see that? Ford is going to they're going to be doing that shit.
I saw that
BMW has that shit. If you want features, you got to subscribe to it.
It might be Samsung where like, they have like the smart fridge where you can like see the news on your fridge and watch YouTube on your fridge. I think they were saying that like there's a subscription service for like one of them. Like after a year, you have to pay to like get all that apps for your apps to work on your fridge. First of all, why does my fridge need to be connected to Wi-Fi?
Right.
Like, let's stop the shit. Let's stop the shit.
I mean, the coolest feature with the smart fridge is the ones that you can see inside of it without opening the door. That's like,
like
ultimate
not the
lazy
door.
man, because it'll tell you what recipes you can do with it.
Oh yeah, true.
But like, the subscription shit. Like, pretty soon you to sleep in your bed, you'll have to have a subscription fee.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I think when the subscription-based businesses were first coming out, we had the luxury of being like, yo, let me get your Hulu password. I'll slide you my HBO Max.
Right.
Or you'll slide me your Netflix. I'll slide you my Amazon Prime. Now they cutting that shit out quick.
The whole point was to eliminate all these costs of cable. And then now all these separate streaming
Are
platforms
trying to become bigger entities together. Like you saw the HBO and Disney Plus and Hulu are trying to become one thing, so you can subscribe to all three. And I'm just like, what was the point? I should have just kept cable.
Exactly.
Because now you're charging me and trying to give me live sports, and they're trying to offer live sports now. NFL season's over. Like, I'm sorry, I love the NBA, but I'm not paying you guys just to watch the NBA on Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes on Sunday. I'm not
still
doing
come
it.
on TNT or no?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll leave it on TNT.
I got it on HBO,
Okay.
and I got HBO Max for free. I got my AT&T bill it's attached to my AT&T bill for my cell phone.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I got HBO Max for free. I'll be watching TNT and watching Chuck and Kenny and Shaq act like damn fools while Ernie is standing in the middle like, man, what's wrong with these niggas?
That's funny.
But nah, these subscription-based services are kind of getting ridiculous to the point where, like, when you add it all up, it's like, I should have just kept cable in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. Wait till they make subscription-based shoes.
They do.
Where you're like, oh, I can't wear them anymore.
No, but they actually do. Like, this is a subscription-based service where, like, you can switch shoes. Like, basically deliver the shoes to you. You wear the shoes for a week, and then you can ship it back out and ship you another pair of shoes.
Isn't the Peloton a subscription-based?
Yes, it is.
Like, you don't pay it, or just it stop working?
And then you need
Wheels lock?
subscriptions just to, like, unlock basic features sometimes. Like, it's weird.
Jeez. But BMW does really have that feature, though, with some of their new cars to where if you want CarPlay or whatever, you got to pay $8.99 a month.
You know what started this?
What?
Sirius XM.
Why are you blaming them?
Sirius XM started this shit. When it came
Satellite radio? But
when it came to cars.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that started the subscription-based service, like if you want to go way, way back, the milkman. It always comes back to the milkman. It always comes back to that damn milkman. But anyways, y'all, let's end this episode off on another note.
I'm like, bro, what you on?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
No, that's perfect.
All right, good.
So the Bro What You Want segment, if you guys don't know who this guy is on the screen, it is none other, he passed away, Steven Twitch. What's Twitch's last name? Let me find it.
No, Twitch
Boss.
is just
His stage name.
Yeah.
But Steven Twitch Boss, he passed away back in 2022 due to a self-transition for me to,
Yes.
he self-transitioned himself. And the reason why this Bro What You On is here is not because of Twitch himself. It's because the young lady, I guess the woman in the picture, his widow, his ex-wife, I guess now that he's no longer with us.
Oh gosh. Is that the term you use now?
Would it be just widow? Yeah, it'd be just widow because ex-wife sounds weird.
Yeah.
Ex-wife doesn't sound right. So his widow. His widow goes by the name of, hold on, let me get her name right, Allison Holker. Allison is in the news recently because she spoke on Twitch's alleged drug issues and said that could have been the reason why he self-transitioned.
Lies.
As somebody who's suffered in his past of depression, I've spoken about my social anxiety from time to time here on the show and on Fupas and Flapjacks. I've spoken about times where I felt less than because of having cancer and feeling sick and all these other things. And even recently, a couple of months ago, I actually had a TIA, which is, a lack of a better term, a mini stroke. And, you know, I've had health issues. My family has health issues. And I would be rolling over in my grave if somebody who I love and cherish, someone who I decided to spend the rest of my life with, and I ended up self-transitioning because I was so depressed and I had mental health issues, then goes on a book tour crusade claiming that they love me, but the main thing they're trying to use to sell their book is my alleged drug problem. That would irk the absolute fuck out of me, bro. So, Allison, you use, instead of using your the memories the great memories you guys had together. Granted, I guess she's trying to sell a book. I get it. I know the controversy sells, but this is somebody you claim that you love, that you truly respected, that you did everything for, someone you share children with, and to honor his legacy, you sell your book, and the main selling point is that your husband had a drug problem. After you know he self-transitioned due to mental health issues. Also, the worst part is, bro, Phil, you know the autopsy report showed he had no drugs in his system?
Interesting.
So for Allison, you get a bro with you.
My bro, what you on?
Sorry I ended this episode on a somber note. It's just something, this topic specifically, I heard people speaking about it for the past couple of weeks, and it really hit home for me personally because of my own issues I've been through and issues that's been going on in my own family in the past. It's something I had to speak on because it's ridiculous to me sometimes. This is the one time this is one of the few times I had to be serious and not sarcastic, to be utterly honest with y'all. But anyways, y'all, this has been another great episode of Serious Sarcasm Podcast. On behalf of myself, Podcast Dr. Phil, and everybody here at the J. DeRosa Media Network, we appreciate you guys tuning in. See you guys next week.